everyone, Paul Fontaine from Keller Williams Real Estate. To all my potential home buyers out there, I'm excited today to talk about buying a home in Philadelphia. Stay tuned. Number one, what type of a market is it? Is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? Is it what we call a balanced market? As a real estate agent, I'm more of a consultant rather than a salesperson, and I can help you understand what the market status is at the moment and how that affects your purchasing power. Number two, getting pre-approved, one of the most important parts of purchasing a home. I have a list of recommended mortgage lenders that I utilize, and I can give that to you once it's time. Number three, a common question that I'm asked often by buyers is, how do I, as your agent, get paid? There's no fee to you for my services. My fee is paid by the seller agency's commission. So the seller pays the seller agency, and then that seller agency splits that commission with my agency, which is Keller Williams Real Estate. Number four, what about for sale by owners? What about new construction when they have sales offices? Can I still utilize you as my buyer agent? Yes, you definitely can. For sale by owners typically will pay commission for buyer agency, and so feel free to send me any for sale owners that you have found online. Also, in terms of new construction, sales centers tend to have agents that represent the sellers there, so I highly recommend that you work with a buyer agent like myself in order to purchase the home rather than going with a seller agency that actually is representing mostly the seller. Number five, how long does it take to find a home, and also how long does it take to settle on that home? It just depends on how actively you look. I've shown clients one house that they've purchased. I've also shown, I think my record is 117 homes. I showed a friend once before he decided to purchase. So it all depends on the person. On average, I would say between 10 and 15 homes before you decide to purchase. Also, once you find that home, it's approximately 45 to 60 days in order to close. Number six, once you have found your dream home, it's time to write up the offer. We utilize the standard Pennsylvania agreement of sale to write up the offer. It's the same form that everyone in Pennsylvania utilizes to purchase a home. It's a very buyer-friendly agreement. It's also very long. If you're a detailed person, I'll be more than happy to email you that form so you can review it before we write up an offer. Number seven, once we have a signed agreement by both the buyer and the seller, congratulations, you have an executed agreement and all due dates start. One of the first due dates is your earnest deposit, typically $1,000. It's payable to the listing agency, and it's due within 5 days of signing that agreement. And that goes into what's called an escrow account. It's no longer your money, and it's not the seller's money. It's just a neutral account where it keeps deposit monies, and those are the deposit monies that are utilized at closing day to pay your down payment and closing costs. Number eight is a second deposit, similar to the earnest deposit. It's a larger deposit, usually 5 to 10% of the price, or really it just depends on what we put in your offer. And again, that's payable to the listing agency, and that goes into the lump sum escrow account that you have, and it will go towards paying your down payment and closing costs. Number nine, home inspections. Dun, 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 dun. We have 10 days to do the home inspections. I have home inspectors that I recommend, and I'm happy to manage that process for you. Once we do a home inspection, what we're looking for is major concerns, major defects, and any safety concerns. Besides that, there's always going to be small, minor repair items that need to be done, but anything that is a safety concern or a major defect, we're going to want to negotiate with the seller to either have them fix the problems before settlement or give us seller's credits for us to hire a contractor once settlement happens. Number 10, the mortgage process. The mortgage company is the one that's coming up with most of the money to purchase the home, so they want to make sure that you're paying the right price for the property. So they will send someone called an appraiser to the property in order to review all the aspects of the home and to come up with an appraisal report that will give an actual appraised value. That appraised value has to be the same price that you're paying or more for the mortgage to be approved. Number 11, once all the underwriting is done, you will receive a mortgage commitment letter, and this is time to celebrate. It will be an actual letter from the mortgage lender saying, congratulations, you've been approved for your mortgage. Number 12, congratulations, it's settlement day. On settlement day, we're going to do a walkthrough at the property 1 to 2 hours beforehand. At the walkthrough, we just want to go through and make sure the property is in the same condition as it was when you signed the offer. Number 13 and final step, the actual settlement. Typically it'll be at my Keller Williams office. What we do is sit down in the settlement room. Usually it's you with the title company signing lots and lots of paperwork, and you with the mortgage lender also signing paperwork. Usually it takes an hour and a half, and at the end of it, you get your keys. Also, at the time of settlement, this is when you bring the lump sum check, and it has to be a bank check of the amount of money that's due in order to purchase a home. And then the bank comes up with the rest of the money and sends that to the title company. I hope you found this helpful. If you would like a free buyer's guide to purchasing a home in Philadelphia, please email me, the email address below, and I'll be more than happy to send that to you. If you like this video, please like it, hit the thumbs up. And also, if you want to subscribe, that would be great so you can see other videos relating to real estate in Philadelphia. Have a great day. Call Paul.